The fuel price increases for June are out, and it's not good news. The bloodbath continues. And if you someone commuting into a city every single day and spend 20 to 30% of your income on travel, let me know in the comments, because this is the reality for a lot of people in South Africa. And the one thing I want to highlight before I get to the prices is the fact that South Africa is extremely vulnerable to outside influence, outside shocks, like what is happening in the Middle East right now. And it means that our government has not put things in place or maintained things that can make us more self-reliant as a country with regards to fuel supply, when that was the case before. And this is super important to understand. So just quickly, the price of diesel is coming down slightly, but it's just a very small fraction. But because the discount that the government was giving us on the fuel levy, they are taking back half of that now. And because of that, the decrease is not that much. But with regards to petrol, it is increasing, and significantly. And I don't know how the people commuting all the time, most of them don't drive diesel vehicles, drive petrol vehicles, especially those that are fuel sippers, as we would call them. That increase is R1.43 for 93 and R1.43 for 95. So what does that do to the price? That takes the price of petrol inland to 27.95, so that's up in Gauteng, Bloemfontein, etc. And 95, it takes it to 28.06 rand. So a lot of extra pain for people, and this is a lot of people, citizens, middle class citizens in the country that will suffer from this. A lot of the taxis are petrol, and this is going to affect the taxi industry more. The diesel is decreasing slightly and will come down. And the big winner is paraffin. And a lot of people, especially in formal settlements, are using paraffin, and this will be a big change for them. So it's coming down from 28.43 to 22.47, which is a huge saving. Gas coming down slightly, not much of a change, only 17 cents change there. The long haul industry, those are all diesel trucks. There's no petrol trucks there. It's all diesel and very slight respite. And because that cut that we got on the levies from government, half of it is gone this month and half of it will be gone soon. I think the following month, the price drop was not that much. So still heavily suffering. And those companies that's hauling all of these loads across the country, most of those companies are benefiting from the fact that our rail infrastructure is completely screwed up. Government has allowed it to decay to the point where it's at now. So government is to blame for a lot of what is happening now. Besides the fact that we're not producing as much of our own fuel as we used to, government also not looking after the rail infrastructure, which forces trucks to drive these loads across the country. And if you look at the manganese trucks that drive past us here in the Northern Cape all the time, they wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the lines still running, the railway lines still running. So big problems caused by government directly. And they try and blame the people in the country for everything. They are trying to be scapegoats, and this includes everyone in the GNU. When last have you heard a political party blaming government, themselves, not another party, themselves for underperforming when it comes to making sure that the Sasols, that those places are working, that Moscas is working, that we actually have refineries that are operational. These things matter, that our fuel reserves are intact. These things matter a lot. So I don't know how you are going to cope, especially if you drive a petrol vehicle. The diesel vehicles are already in trouble for a very long time. And there's not, like I said, much of a respite. I'll give you a link to the article to Business Tech where these prices are tabled nicely in the description below the video, as well as in the first comment. But I want you to tell me in the comments how it's affecting you as an individual. How much pain and suffering are you experiencing because of these prices of fuel at the moment? And once again, I need to highlight the government's incompetence in not making our country more self-reliant. They have absolutely screwed up every bit of self-reliance that we have had because they care about other things. Our president cares about other things. Well, probably himself more than anything else as an individual. Why are these people elected into these positions? It's because of the political party system. The system is to blame. The constitution that was set up for the transition in 1994 has overstayed its welcome. We need to upgrade it and improve it to something where we can hold these politicians to account, because at the moment we cannot. I can moan and bitch about the petrol price increase, and so can you. We need to look at the root cause of the problem. If we were self-reliant like many other countries in Africa, look at their fuel prices. A tenth of ours. We are getting ripped off by a government that is charging us tax for them to survive, and they are not delivering the goods. Most of our tax money is going towards servicing the interest on the debt of the government, not paying off the debt, and then servicing the salaries of people that work for the state. Let that sink in. When will this all break down? For how long can this government try and suck us dry with regards to these fuel levies? It should be an amount, not a percentage, because it's a percentage each time that the fuel prices increase, they are making a lot more. Think about that. Why is it not an amount? Why is it a percentage? So that they benefit when it's high. Do they actually mind or care that our fuel price is through the roof? Thanks so much for watching this video. Tell me in the comments how you feel about the situation and the fact that the government has let all South Africans from all backgrounds, religions, ethnicities down. We've been let down. Thanks so much. Till the next video.